A few weeks ago, Lily reached out to me on Instagram. She basically said, hey, I've got a crazy idea. Would you like to come out to the Pacific Northwest and film and photograph our house that we're trying to sell? They were like, fair warning, it is a plane to a train to a ferry to a 2-hour drive to get to Port Angeles, Washington. And they were like, are you in? And I was like, of course. Like, is there really, there's really only one right answer to a proposal like that. Lately in my life, I've just been kind of following what I call chaos magic, and that means saying yes to weird opportunities and going on strange adventures and trusting people, trusting yourself. Guess where I am now? Port Angeles, Washington. Hi!
So I
know. We made it.
The history of this house is really interesting. When people find out where we live, they always kind of know this house. This house is pretty historical. It's the Stearns house. And so people kind of know this house for the history of it. The first time I came here, it was super foggy, super cloudy. I actually had no idea there was a view. And I had no idea that we would be looking at Canada across the way, or I guess anywhere in the house. You get to look out and see all the boats passing by. And when they come and stay in the port, or if they're just going by, you get to see the ships. The house is a block off of the road, so there's no major roads that go by the house. It's completely surrounded by these tiny little streets that keep it really quiet. As my son says, cozy coz. It's a very cozy house that feels comfortable in the winter, in the summer. It's epic.
So the reason Lily and David reached out to me is because they're actually selling this house that they love so much and leaving Port Angeles. You can tell by the way they talk about the house how much they've truly cherished living here and how badly they want to find a buyer that will appreciate the home the same way that they do. Here they are talking about a few things about the house that they love so much.
There's something about the light in this house. It just changes throughout the day, and this space kind of invites you to slow down, read, write, or just sit and look out. It's a place that gives something back to you. This house has a lot of flexibility. There are multiple rooms that can become whatever you need, whether that's offices or guest spaces or something more creative. It adapts really well to different seasons of life.
One of the things that's been really helpful is the downstairs space. There are 2 large rooms that we've used as Airbnbs, and they've consistently helped offset the cost of the home. It's nice knowing the house can support itself in that way. What stands out here is how quiet it is. Even though you're close to town, it doesn't feel like it. The roads are tucked away, there's very little noise, and most of what you hear are birds and wind through the trees. We moved here because we're looking for something quieter, something more connected to nature, and this home really gave that to us. You wake up to light, you see the water, the mountains, and it just slows everything down in a really good way.
The place that we're gonna send you, there's a 0.8 mile hike to Miramar Falls, but you're in the giants. You're just underneath these amazing, beautifully tall trees. And not just one type of tree, there's several different types of trees that reveal themselves to you.
I keep just wanting to photograph every tree, because seriously, every tree is incredible. Crazy. All right, we made it to our first destination of the trip.
I think I have been drinking coffee since I was Obi's age, and I've been told that it stunts your growth, and I think that I am proof that it does not. I don't actually give him coffee. I make him something that we learned how to make in New Zealand, which is called a fluffy, and it's just steamed milk.
You got this down to a science.
I do. I love a science.
That's really cool.
Okay, it's a tiny bit fast, 5 seconds fast.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make the grind a little finer.
Oh, and also my host, Lily, made me the most delicious flat white that I've had ever in a long time. Look at this. Look at this beauty. All right, it is my second day in Port Angeles, and today I'm heading out to Forks, which if you know anything about this area, you may have heard of a little place called Forks. And I also couldn't hit any beaches yesterday because they wanted me to pay them money, and I said, I don't really want to do that. So we're also gonna hit the beaches out there, and I cannot freaking wait. I miss the ocean so much. This does remind me so much of where I grew up. There was this beach, we called it Secret Beach, I don't know. And this is giving that a little bit, but like what, 10 times more majestic, which is crazy because Secret Beach was already like really nice and really secluded. For the last few years, I've been shooting on Sony, and before that I was on Panasonic, but I grew up on Canon. And so before this trip, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy myself a Canon. I've been wanting a Canon, and like this was the first time in so long that I just felt like the joy of like playing with my camera like a kid, you know, and especially at the beach of all places. Like I grew up taking pictures at the beach on a Canon. So this was like a true return to form for me. I've seen a lot of beaches and photographed a lot of beaches, but I don't know, it also was a fun challenge because I was like, well, how can I do it different and how can I find something unique here? And then I also did some self-portraits, which kind of new for me too. I never used to like turn the camera around on myself, but we did it and it was fun and I learned a lot and I got a lot of practice in and realized nobody gives a shit, and it was lovely. So like, I don't know, nobody had a problem with me vlogging like I thought they would in my head. Let's go to the Forks thrift store. This is awesome. What a stunning thrift store experience. Okay, I'm not even looking for anything. I don't have room for jack shit on the way back. I could peruse. It's quiet in here like a church too. I feel like I have to whisper. Okay, I was fully expecting to fall in love with some clothes, but I just fell in love with the lighting in there. Like, what? That's like the most gorgeous thrift store I've ever been in my whole life. Okay, I'm hungry. We're gonna go to this diner that I think is like modeled out, I don't know, it's like a Twilight diner or something. But apparently it's actually pretty good, and it's on the way to the Push, which I don't think I'm gonna go all the way to, but I am hungry, so I do wanna hit this cafe. All right, that was actually a really good little burger. I think I'm gonna make my way back to Port Angeles and start to wind down for the day. I'm feeling done, I'm feeling tired. One of David and Lily's favorite spots is the Olympic Bluffs Cidery and Lavender Farm, which is run by their two friends, Ginger and Scott. Hey, how's it going? Sav.
Sav?
Yeah.
At Olympic Bluff Cidery, they craft small batch cider, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, from their own orchard-grown apples, and they even infuse that with lavender fresh from the farm. Scott's passion for what he does was so visible as he gave us a tasting tour of flavors like rhubarb cider, as well as their famous lavender-infused lemonade. People find the rhubarb interesting.
Scott very firmly said, we're not buying land while we're there. I'm like, we're just gonna look. Famous last words. So we bought the property about 5 years ago, and then we renovated it head to toe. Tried to make the inside and outside feel really seamless. And then the other famous words were, we're not gonna be the innkeepers. So this is our third season being innkeepers, and we like it. It's all about making memories for people, whether it's out there or here, how we pull people in and kind of make sure that, that they have a really enjoyable time. Every guest that comes here, it's their first time having this experience. And then there are tons of pond plants. I love it. All the lilies they're just everywhere. You can see a few up there, but this thing is covered with lilies and pond plants, yeah. So yeah, when we moved in, it didn't have a lot of plants, so we ended up putting some in, but the lilies were there and they're beautiful. They're pink and purple. What's so special? Well, we're in a rain shadow. So as you can see today, we get about 300 days of sunshine. I guess the number one thing is community. We have great people who are all just so happy to be here, and they're kind to each other. And our friend group here is just amazing. We have one neighbor that has sheep down there, so you'll get calls, especially our other neighbor gets called, the babies are coming. So, you know, we're over there. It just feels like a very close-knit community, and people can rely upon each other, and I love that. Not any negatives I can think of. Maybe it gets a little gloomy in December, but other than that, it is just gorgeous. Just remember, I don't know what the tide is, so check the tide.
Okay.
I mean, if it's right up to it, I wouldn't go down.
Yeah.
But just for your safety.
Oh yeah. I mean, if there's a beach at the end, I'm always down. Okay. Okay.
That's like the mill. Well, that's actually not the mill.
It's my last couple days in Port Angeles, and Lily and David are taking me around to show me some of their favorite spots.
It really is.
Downtown Port A is extremely walkable.
Yeah.
There's a ton of artisan shops, stores. We visited a farmer's market. And while there are some shops and things that are geared towards tourists, this feels like the kind of downtown that even if you lived here for years, you would still really enjoy coming down on a Sunday just to stroll around, see what's new, and talk shop with some of your favorite local business owners. Port A really does have that small town feel that I think a lot of people are really craving right now. I really felt at home here in so many ways, whether that be at the organic grocery store or the art galleries or some of the restaurants and breweries where I got to eat delicious farm fresh food that really tastes like real food for once. And just like that, my time in Port A was coming to a close, and so I decided to spend my last day at my favorite spot. You guessed it, the beach.
Oh my God, you guys. That's crazy. Oh my God, it's hot too. Take my hoodie off. Wardrobe change. Ugh. When we were little, we used to stand on these little cliffs and stuff. Wait, there's probably a better one somewhere. Stand on them and then they would crumble in. I only dropped my phone in the sand. Yeah, this is an absolutely stunning beach. Took my shirt off for a while, that was nice. I had on my vision board, I think I made like a transgender board, a trans vision board at one point with a mentor of mine when I was early transition, and one of the images was being topless at the beach, and I got to do that today and it just felt really good, and I'm just so happy. Yeah. I do not want to leave the beach. I don't want to go. Oh. All right, and with that, we leave the beach. Unfortunately, for everyone. You're gonna miss that beach. I don't know, my favorite part being here, honestly, was just like spending time with the family. We took a little ride in Koji, which is their little Japanese truck that is so cool. I'll put a little clip in here, but that's probably my favorite memory. David and I drove down and got a pint together. Yeah, I also did a portrait session with the family and just got to spend time with them, and just like seeing the way that they're raising their kid was really cool. Super conscious, sweet, mindful parents who love their home and just like really want to shepherd it into the next homeowner. So if you're looking for like a new place, a new chapter, a new start, and Port Angeles seems like the vibe for you, like it has everything that you're looking for, which is like super fresh food and access to like really cool local food, coffee, cider, beer, like anything you could ever want there, and nature, so much astonishing nature, then this could be a really good fit for you, for sure. I think that's about it. This is my last night here in the Robin's Nest. Yeah, I'm just super grateful that I got to come on this trip and have these experiences, play around with my camera, get paid to do it, make this video, and yeah, I look forward to more opportunities like this, but also if I never get to do this again, then like thank you Lily and David, because this was awesome. So keep following the chaos magic. That's what I'm gonna be doing, and see where life takes us.